Breaking news. The California desert turned into an ocean in just hours, leaving thousands trapped with no way out. On Monday, August 25th, a violent surge of monsoonal moisture collided with record-breaking heat, unleashing a catastrophic flood across Riverside, San Bernardino, San Diego, and Imperial counties. In just a few hours, sun-baked deserts and normally dry highways turned into rivers of mud and violent torrents. Residents watched in disbelief as cars floated down Highway 86, headlights flickering beneath the current. Palm Springs and Borrego Springs became epicenters of destruction. Homes and businesses were inundated, power lines collapsed, and entire families were forced to evacuate immediately. Emergency crews waded through chest-high floodwaters, rescuing motorists stranded on rooftops after abandoning their submerged cars. The scenes were apocalyptic. The desert transformed into a raging sea. Helicopters hovered overhead, airlifting patients to San Diego hospitals, while thousands were left in total darkness after power lines went down. By mid-afternoon, the skies opened and chaos began. Across Southern California, streets became rivers, highways disappeared beneath the water, and entire neighborhoods were swallowed. One of the most dramatic moments unfolded along Highway 86 near the Salton Sea, where dozens of vehicles vanished under muddy torrents. Drivers climbed onto their car roofs, waving desperately for help. In Palm Springs, floodwaters tore through low-lying neighborhoods, filling basements and destroying businesses. In Borrego Springs, homes were swallowed within minutes, forcing the local hospital to activate emergency protocols. Power outages left more than 12,000 people in darkness. Families huddled in candlelit homes while sirens and helicopters echoed through the night. Entire school districts announced closures after classrooms were left underwater, leaving many to feel that their familiar desert had suddenly become a raging sea. Desperation flooded social media. Videos showed families climbing onto rooftops, neighbors forming human chains to save each other, and streets echoing with cries for rescue. Emergency dispatch centers were overwhelmed. Stranded motorists, elderly residents trapped in homes, and roofs collapsing under relentless rain. In Gilbert and Palm Desert, firefighters carried children through waist-deep water, while police redirected traffic away from impassable intersections. The state mobilized over 300 responders, local fire crews, the National Guard, FEMA, and the Office of Emergency Services. Helicopters cut through sheets of rain, hoisting patients from hospitals, while military trucks delivered food and supplies to isolated neighborhoods. Governor Elena Martinez declared a state of emergency, unlocking federal aid and deploying state resources. "This is a moment of resilience," she said in a televised address. But the tragedy was deeply personal. In Brawley, Nurse Maria Gonzalez was trapped in her car for more than 3 hours before rescue teams reached her. "It was like watching the desert turn into an ocean," she recalled. In Palm Springs, families fled their homes in minutes, carrying children through waist-high waters while neighbors helped elderly residents escape. Borrego Springs Community Hospital was cut off by floodwaters. Staff fought to keep critical patients safe while helicopters evacuated them one by one. These stories showed the true human cost. Not just numbers of homes destroyed, but memories washed away and communities forced to start over. As the waters receded, another crisis began: the cost of recovery. Damages to homes, businesses, and infrastructure are already estimated in the hundreds of millions. Roads and bridges across Riverside and Imperial counties need extensive repairs, while small businesses face weeks or months of closure. Farmers in the Coachella Valley reported devastating crop losses, threatening one of the region's key industries. With most families lacking flood insurance, the financial toll will be crushing. Utility crews are working non-stop to restore power, but officials warn it could take days to reach the hardest-hit areas. Schools are scrambling to relocate classes, while hospitals face mounting costs from evacuations and damaged equipment. The governor made it clear: California must adapt or face this disaster again. Recovery cannot just mean going back to normal. Resilience must be part of our future, she declared. Today, families are returning to damaged homes. Schools remain closed, and entire neighborhoods are clearing away mud and debris.